let's solve for R and N here. Solution. First of all, let's label the two equations. So we have R plus N equals 10. Let's name it equation 1. And we have Rn equals 40. That will be the second equation. Now from equation 1, let's make one of the variable the subject. So I prefer making R. Okay. So my R will be 10 minus N. That will be the third equation. 10 minus N. So let's put 3 and 2. So R into, remember we have Rn. So Rn, that will be R 10 minus N times N equals to 40. So we have this equals 40. So let's expand. 10N minus N squared equals 40. So let's arrange this as a quadratic. So have N squared minus 10N plus 40 equal to 0. So when we compare this one with the general quadratic equation, so N squared minus 10N plus 40 equal to 0. So we have N squared. Okay, let me write the original one. Ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now when you compare this one with the general quadratic equation, so my n is for x. Okay, so let me put n here. So we have a as 1, b as minus 10, and c as 40. So let's use the almighty formula. My n will be minus b plus or minus. We have b squared minus 4ac on 2a. So let's do the substitution very quickly. Alright, so we have minus b, and this side is minus 10. So minus 10 plus or minus 10 squared minus 4 times 1 times 40. And we have 2 times 1. So my n will be 10 plus or minus. Okay, so 100 minus, so 4 for 16 on 2 times 1, 2. So we have n equals to 10 plus or minus 100 minus 160 will be minus 60 on 2. So we can prove further. 10 plus or minus. Remember, this side is square root of minus 60, so that is the same as square root of 60 times square root of minus 1 on 2. So from complex numbers, square root of negative 1 is simply I. So in place of this, I'll put I here. So that will be n equals to 10 plus or minus square root of 60 square root of 60i on 2. That's n. But remember, we have the R and N. So this is R. Let's look at that, even though the solutions are complex. So r equals 10 minus n. So we have r plus 10 minus n. So let's do substitution here. So we have 10 minus. So let's introduce bracket. 10 plus or minus square root of 60i on 2. So over 1. Now let's find the LCM. So we have 2. 1 into 2 is 2. 2 times 10 is 20. 2 into 2 is 1. So we have minus. So 10 plus or minus square root of 60i. Okay, so let's expand the bracket. So that will be the final answer. R equals to 20. So minus 10. Okay. Minus 10. Okay, remember this side is plus or minus because of this it was 10. So that will be minus or plus square root of 60i on 2. So my R will be 10 minus or plus square root of 60i on 2. So these are the solutions. We have two solutions here. R1 is 10 minus square root of 60i on 2. Then R2 will be 10 plus square root of 60i on 2. Meanwhile, n is 10 plus or minus. So the answers are symmetrical. Okay. Alright, so that's that. Subscribe to this channel for more exciting videos like this. Alright.